What's up, guys? It's your boys Matt and Jamie from the Weight Loss University, helping people get lean online since 2015. And in today's podcast, on the Weight Loss Podcast, we're talking about the ketogenic diet. Is the ketogenic diet good? The keto diet good for fat loss? Jamie, take it away.
No, it's shit.
Okay, and then
that's the end of the podcast.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. And if you like that video, please hit like, share, subscribe. Listen, the keto diet has got really trendy over like the past 4 years. It's gained some traction, the last year especially, and everyone's obsessed with the high fat diet. If you don't know what the keto diet is, it's basically a diet that's very, very high in fat, very low in carbohydrates.
Yeah, I think almost zero carb.
I think like 5% and less comes from carbs. Residual stuff you'll get from greens, but it focuses heavily on high fat foods, animal products, meat, fatty meat, nuts, butters, all these things. And if you do get results from following the keto diet, it's because you've reduced calories. When you cut out a macronutrient, a food group such as carbs, you're going to reduce calories, right?
Yeah, I mean the theory behind it is you basically completely carb deplete. And so you get rid of all your carbohydrate stores in your muscles, and then your body doesn't have the carbs to run on as energy, so it starts digging into your fat stores, and you also start to produce ketones, hence the name. And they operate kind of as like a pseudo carb energy source, right? They kind of feed the brain a bit, and
it's a backup energy source.
Yeah.
But their narrative is carbs are bad, carbohydrates are bad, and if you spike insulin, you're dead. In fat loss terms, right? If you spike insulin, apparently you're going to be shuttling fat stores into your body, and you need to cut out rice, pasta, you need to cut out bread, you need to cut out sugar, and we just need to focus on these high fat foods.
Yeah.
Now, some people have got results on the keto diet, and it's not because carbs are bad, because carbohydrates are not bad. They contain calories, they're a macronutrient, like protein, like fat, they all contain calories. So they've only really got results by cutting the calories out via the carbs. It's completely false that you can eat as much fat as you like. Fat doesn't make you fat, which is rubbish. Anything makes you fat if you overeat it, right?
Yeah, it's complete rubbish. I mean, if you cut out an entire food group, of course you're going to cut calories down. So if you cut your calories down and you get into a deficit, no matter how you get into a deficit, whether you've cut carbs out or you've just adjusted your macros or whatever, you get into a calorie deficit, you're going to drop weight. Simple as that. Yeah. So you can essentially lose weight on any diet or protocol, right?
Of course,
it's just as long as you get into a deficit.
As long as you cut calories out, calories, units of energy that are, in every single food. So by cutting the carbs out, you cut some calories out, you lose weight. But here's the thing, is it sustainable? Can you see yourself, right? Never having bread, fruit, pasta.
You're never having a dessert again.
No, nothing.
You're never having a piece of fruit again for the rest of your life.
And
come on, that's so stupid.
It's stupid and it's unnecessary because carbohydrates aren't bad. Anything that's overeaten becomes bad because your body cannot process it. It stores it as fat. But if you hit your macros properly, right? If you need to lose weight, you're in a calorie deficit, you're hitting your protein, your fats and carbs, the right amount for your body, you'll get results. So the keto diet is a fad. It's something that's been spun on social media as the new thing. You must cut out carbs. Carbs are evil. And I don't blame you if you believe this because, every personal trainer says it. Every fitness publication says it. Every idiot on Instagram says it. Carbs are bad. Eat clean, eat a high fat diet and you'll lose weight.
It's just a new iteration of the Atkins.
Exactly.
Same thing.
Exactly. I don't think it's healthy for all the saturated fat you're going to consume. B, it's unnecessary because really it's about reducing calories and then hitting the right macros. And C, sustainability. No one can sustain it, man. No one can sustain it.
I mean, seriously, in all honesty, how long do you think a person could sustain that for? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? Possibly a month?
If that.
Seriously, like...
If that. And also, not being an idiot here, and we're going to be, people can say we're confirmation bias. Both of us are vegan. We both eat a plant-based diet. We both eat a very high carbohydrate diet.
Yeah, very high carb.
But because we have low fat, low saturated fat, guess what? We don't store fat.
Yeah.
We haven't got fat. We haven't got overweight. Sometimes we're smashing 300, 400, 500 grams of carbs a day. Now we're active fellas, but it becomes down to calories. If carbs were the devil, if carbs were evil, and the amount of carbs that we're eating, we'd be obese by now.
Exactly. I mean, like we said, everyone is going to eat a carb again in their life.
Exactly.
You're going to have a dessert, you're going to have a piece of fruit, you're going to have bread, you're going to have carbs again. So you're going to need some system, some model in place where you can deal with eating carbs in your normal life and not binging. So what's the best way to do that? Well, just track your food. I mean, it seems so obvious. Track your food, you know how much you're eating, and you just factor in some carbs.
The only way carbs are making you fat is if you're over consuming carbohydrates and they're pushing you into a calorie surplus. Now, if you eat a whole food diet, the majority of the time, 70-80%, you get into that deficit, you factor in some treat foods, you hit your protein, fats and carbs on the daily, you're going to live a very happy, pleasant life while still getting results. So that's the bottom line. Keto, forget about it. It's unhealthy in many ways for your mind and your body. Track your macros, track your calories, and if you need any help with that, guys, check out the link in the description. The Weight Loss University, all encompassing one-stop shop of everything you need to lose weight. www.theweightlossuniversity.co.uk. Jay, anything else to say?
No, I think that's wrapped it up nicely. If you guys like the video, like, share, subscribe, and keep tuning in, because we're going to be doing these podcasts every day and busting myths on the daily.